Oof. Hello and welcome everybody. It is Wednesday. And, we're still doing some random fun stuff after finishing Dungeon Siege. So, today, we're going to be playing a little bit of XCOM, UFO Defense. Now this isn't technically XCOM. This is OpenXCom, which is like an open source version that was made to handle all the original XCOM data files and make a game out of that. So this is running. The original XCOM actually ran at 320 by 200, not 320 by 240. So it's not technically 4 by 3. It's not 16 by 9 either. So there's going to be a little bit of letterboxing. But I've been playing this a bit. I definitely enjoyed this game back when it was out on DOS. Played a ton of it. Was never very good at it. Only finally beat it a few years ago for the first time. But I think we're going to challenge a little bit and go with level 4 difficulty. In the original UFO Defense, I'm pretty sure that there was a bug that kicked you back to beginner difficulty after like every thing. So hopefully they fixed that for this. But we're going to do that. We're not going to play Iron Man. It's going to be a one stream thing, kind of for now. So we'll just hit this and got to figure out where to place our first base. And there's a couple of good places to go. So here's the deal. Here's the world map. You want to make sure that you have coverage of as many of these what would you call them? Cities. Wow, I forgot the word city. You're going to want to have coverage on as many cities as possible, but really you can only cover a few to start. But if we just put something in like central United States, we can cover most of the big cities in both the USA and Canada. And we can even... there's Mexico, Brazil... Cities are all connected to some nation or group of nations that does funding for us, so we'll start here. Just smack dab in the middle. Alright, there's our start. Now we start with about $4 million bucks. Which, man, inflation has really made this game seem crazy. But it's 1999, so this is like $8 million today. First things to do. Probably some general stores. They're cheap. And then some additional living quarters. That'll give us the capacity to have more people on the team. Right now, we're only allowed to have 50 people, including soldiers, scientists, and engineers. So bumping that up to 100 will help. And our stores are already mostly full too, 40 out of 50. So we'll fill those out. The first things to do is to start research. Probably we'll start with the medikit. Good to be able to save people if they don't get one-shotted by the aliens. We don't have anything we can manufacture this time, so all of our engineers just kind of have to sit tight. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to build one more base. Now, base prices depend on where you're setting them up, which is worth noting. We're going to just barely get Tokyo in there. It's $750,000, but we'll set up XCOM Asia. You set your access lift, and then you generally build a couple of facilities. You have to build on borders, so there, and there. That's a good start for a base. You'll notice that we've got several different choices for how quickly things go. What I'll note is that if you go too fast, you run the risk of actually missing UFOs and stuff. So you don't want to go too fast. In my experience, the 5 minutes is about the fastest you want to go, otherwise you start missing things. And if you miss things, well, you get into trouble. Let's go over to our purchase and recruit. We're going to get 4 more soldiers. We're going to pick up a few more Stingray missiles. We're going to pick up a bunch more cannon rounds, because they're both cheap and important. Maybe not that many. Something like that. We've got one of those. We're going to grab some of that ammo. It's nice to be able to use the mouse wheel. Get some of that ammo. We're going to hold off on rocket launchers for the time being, but we are going to pick up some more of these. Grenades and a... Oh, crud. And proximity grenades especially. Okay, I'll cut down on the cannon rounds a bit. There we go. So that fills out our whole general stores. Of course, all these transfers take varying amounts of time to get here. Soldiers take 72 hours. Some weapons take 2 days. Some weapons take 4 days. Some take 1 day. Scientists take 3 days, I think. It can be very time-consuming. So you gotta kind of think ahead. But there we go. That's a good start. We'll go to 1 minute. And we'll go to 5 minutes. Okay, here comes our weapons. That's nice. One thing you'll notice that there's no pause. 5 seconds is pretty darn slow. Like, 1, 2. It's like 2 seconds per minute, so you can. It would take, gosh, probably an hour per day or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to do the calculation. There's our Stingray missiles. You'll notice that they've changed some of the buttons. Like this is now go to base. We need to detect our first UFO, and hopefully we do so fairly quickly. Oh, actually, let's stop for a second. So, international relations. The way that this game works is that different countries provide funding. The USA provides $1 million per month. Russia provides $272,000 per month. All these are per month. So right now we're getting about $6 million a month. And they will increase and decrease their funding based on how good we do. How effective we are at defending their interests. So for instance, if we let the aliens go crazy over Brazil, Brazil will selectively reduce our funding. Which is why you want to get radar coverage over things as quickly as possible. Yeah, I just learned that this OpenXCom thing existed. I did not know about it like 2 weeks ago. But this is a nice, easy, compatible way to play XCOM with a few, what do you call it? Like these circles to represent your radar coverage were not present in the original DOS version. So there's a few quality of life improvements, which is nice. Plus, I don't have to run it through DOSBox and fiddle with all those settings. So let's slow down for a second. We have the soldiers now, so we should be able to throw them all in. There's a sort option here, which is nice. Later on we'll be able to sort by rank, which will allow us to put rookies up at the top and keep our really, really experienced people down at the bottom for special missions. Now, before we start getting alien weapons, here's my loadout. Primary weapons are rifles. Everybody gets 2 magazines per rifle. We bring along 1 heavy cannon and 1 autocannon, with 2 armor piercing and 1 high explosive ammo set for each of those. Pistols for the heavy cannon and autocannon people. One standard grenade for everybody. And half and half on smoke and proximity grenades. The rocket launcher is dangerous to use because friendly fire is definitely a thing in this game. We don't have any armor yet, so we just kind of have to do our best. So, old story. This game, you spend a lot of time just sitting in the geoscape watching for things to happen. Letting time pass by. And if you click like 30 minutes per tick, you run the risk of losing contact with UFOs, not detecting things, basically. At least in the original DOS version, that was the case. We got our first UFO. Small UFO, flying over the plains of Canada, sending an interceptor. Now, its speed is 2400. Our interceptor is capable of 2100. So, we can't catch it unless it slows down. But it usually will slow down. There it goes. So this is... You can always look at the types of ships that you're fighting. This is a medium scout. Oh, and he ran. Ooh, he ran fast, too. Interceptors have a lot of fuel. They can go pretty much all the way across the world. Okay. We're over water. We don't want to fight them over water. We want to create a crash site. So we just wait a minute. Once they're over land, come in for an aggressive attack. There we go. Our first crash site. Now, it looks like we got enough time to get the Sky Ranger over there. Let's just double check. 12 soldiers. You can actually fit 14. Or you can... each tank is equivalent to 4 soldiers. But usually the soldiers are better. We've got the proper equipment. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Sky Ranger 1, head to crash site. You gotta be careful because you, generally speaking, don't want to fight at night. Big disadvantage. Now the Sky Ranger is slow. 760 is his maximum speed. So it's a lot slower than the... It's about a third as fast as the interceptors. So the passage of time is actually relevant for it. But here we go. First mission. Alright. Now, this is also cool. Check all this out. Inventory templates, clear inventory, things like that. There's all kinds of really cool touches to this. Actually, this is a mistake. Oh, no. Her strength is good. Strength of 38 is pretty solid. We're going to want to make sure that the heavy weapons are on people that have actual pretty decent strength. Maybe even the strongest. 38's the best we got. So having these 2 weapons on the people with 38 is reasonable. Get them a pistol for if they run out of ammo. Make sure that grenades are properly distributed. It'll actually remember, to a certain degree, what you've got going on, which is nice. Someone's missing a grenade. Or did I put in 14 grenades? What in the world? Yeah, there we go. I guess I put in 14 grenades. Alright, we'll give a couple people extra grenades. What we'll do is we'll save this template. Oh, that does not. That's not what I... No, don't... Oh, heck. Okay, I don't know. But this is it. This is the tactical combat of XCOM, UFO defense. Always be extremely careful. Generally speaking, a UFO this size will have around 5 aliens in it. It's a crash site, so some of them might already be dead. But look at this. The green is your time units. That's your ability to do actions, and rookies do not have a lot of it. If I click here, you'll see that shooting once takes 14, shooting aim takes 47, almost a whole turn, and shooting an auto shot takes about 20, so you gotta be pretty frugal with these things. You can set reserve time units for auto shot like that. And crouch too. The game doesn't have a special cover system like the remake does. So you kind of have to just use the real cover that exists as best you can, and it usually isn't particularly good. It's mostly about getting the drop on the aliens and taking them out with extreme force. Okay, we heard doors opening and maybe closing. We didn't see any aliens moving. You'll notice that Anil didn't start with... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Anil didn't start with his maximum number of time units. That's because he's carrying more load than he can carry. So... gotta be really careful. You have a proximity grenade. You will use that in just a minute. One thing worth noting is that OpenXCom has a more complicated name generation algorithm than the original DOS game, which adds a little bit more flavor to your characters. You actually can rename people if you feel like it. Not here, but or at least you could in the DOS version. You could rename soldiers, give them code names or whatever. I'm not deploying everyone because getting people... Wow. That got hot fast. Okay, who's injured? You're not injured? You're not injured. Okay. I will gladly accept that. Rookies are also really bad at shooting. Prime, 0, throw. Good luck with that. The line of fire is is very touchy in this game. No line of fire. Oh, because you're crouching. That's a hit. One more like that should do it, I hope. Friendly fire is a thing. Guys. Please shoot the alien. Guys, does it just make my rookies suck more? Is that what happens here? Oh my god. You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. Okay, duck, duck, duck. God, I hope you don't hit any of my friends. Try it. I think this is absurd. Like, I think it just makes my rookies suck more. Can... Finally! Okay, hopefully that grenade will take that other one out. We'll move these two up to here. It didn't. Jeez! We got multiple sectoids running around. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, they're taking a lot of hits too. Like, they're not going down easy. It's like, I beat the DOS version, and so I think that means that whether I like it or not, I've beaten the game on beginner only. That's another one down. Jeez. Okay, that's another one down. Have you get out of the way there? No, up. Expend all remaining time units. What does that mean? I guess so that they don't, like, do actions? God, my characters are such a joke. He hit the same sandbags like 4 times in a row. Really good at this. You gotta be really careful not to click on the wrong spots too. Fortunately, the sectoids aren't too aggressive. 26 plus 13 is 39. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Can I throw it above him? Okay, game. Now he's looking away, so we can move and not worry too much about others' possible problems. It's a wasted grenade, but that's not such a big deal. Hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate something here in a second. Oh! Straight up! Immediate hit. Beautiful. Check this out. No, wait, it didn't work. Ah, confound it. So if you stand in smoke, you actually inhale smoke and it causes you to get closer and closer to being unconscious. It also can obscure movement of units. You can kind of leapfrog a little bit. Press forward carefully. Get to some cover. Oh, we got eyes on one. Oh, straight up hit. Beautiful. Crouch. Move up second guy. Face him in the right direction. That's it. So, we took out 6 aliens, but there was 1 corpse still left inside the UFO. 13 artifacts, 1 XCOM operative killed, and 7 alien alloys. Now the artifacts is interesting because it includes all unidentified items that the aliens have. And at the start of the game, practically everything is unknown. We lost 1 person, unfortunately. We'll have to hire a replacement. And then drop back in. Now this is the fun part. It doesn't tell you what you got in the mission finishing thing, but it does here. So we got 1 heavy plasma, 3 plasma rifles, 4 magazines for plasma rifles, 3 plasma pistols, etc. We're going to sell off the extra sectoid corpses. And we're going to kind of keep a 2-to-1 ratio of the plasma stuff as best we can. And you'll notice that we're selling this for about $330,000, which is going to be part of how we make money later in the game. So, that gives us a little bit of extra spending money. What we want to start working our way towards is 50 scientists. Because in the early and mid-game, research is the absolute important thing to worry about. This game is so perfect to do homework too. You said it's 1 minute and you just do homework while the geoscape is running, and you get breaks. Alright, we got our soldier back. That was quick. Go to base. Alright. Notice that we got some what do you call it? Promotions? Looks like 2 sergeants and 1, 2, 3, 4 squaddies. Whenever they get promotions or go through missions, they'll typically gain some, what do you call it? What's the word? Shoot. Statistics. Our scientists are here, so we're going to help finish up the medikits. General stores complete. General stores in XCOM Asia is complete. Very nice. Worth noting, you can get to monthly costs over here, and you can get a snapshot of your income versus your maintenance costs. So, worth keeping an eye on. It's also worth noting that basically the hiring bonus is 2 months' salary for all the different people. Then the regular salary after that is half of what you paid to hire them in the first place. Sky Rangers and Interceptors, you pay the whole price of them each month. Which is why we're going to want to try to get something other than Interceptors as soon as possible. Small radar system in Asia. Alright, coverage improves. This music is so perfect. Give me something to shoot. Wow. They really are taking their time. Yeah, we can do. Right now we have 2 interceptors that are equivalently equipped. They have a Stingray and they have a cannon. One of them we're going to switch over to an Avalanche. It'll take 3 hours to rearm, but that's okay. And we're going to change it to Interceptor A2. Just so that we remember which ones have avalanches and which ones do not. Avalanches are cool because they have long range. Very good for poking at larger UFOs. In fact, probably the way to set that up is with 2 avalanches. And let's do that. There we go. Living quarters complete. Living quarters there complete. We'll want to get a basic complement of soldiers. Just in case. Because what can happen, and it usually doesn't happen until much later in the game, but what can happen is that aliens will find your bases and attack them. You don't want to use high explosive weapons inside your own base because it's usually going to be very tight corridors, and if you miss, hit the wall right next to yourself, you take out the whole team. So you can see we're rapidly consuming all of our cash, and I really hope we get another UFO soon. I wonder, I can't help but wonder if we're actually missing stuff out on the 5-minute setting. So, the original DOS manual for XCOM UFO Defense, which I've only ever seen in PDF form, because that's how it came in the CDs that I got when I was a kid, says that your radar, each radar thing, so we have one radar thing, has a 10% chance every 10 minutes to observe a target of medium size, I think. That means that small stuff can actually, we could actually be missing small stuff if it's jetting through our coverage fast enough. And in the DOS version, it didn't calculate those probabilities properly at some of the higher things. I thought it worked at 5 minutes, but man, things have been really quiet, especially for the difficulty level we're on. So, we finished our research on medikits. These are nice because they let people not be dead as easily, and keeping people alive is going to be one of our most difficult things to do. Which is why we're going to start with alien alloys. And we're going to allocate the manufacture of medikits. And we'll just start with 4. Stuff arriving in Asia. Ooh, small on the ground. That's super interesting. I'm actually going to send an interceptor there too. Alright. Just make sure everybody's got sane equipment. You're good. You're good. Okay, I think we're all right. Here we go. Ooh, through a window on the second floor of that house. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. Jeez! No, wrong button. There we go. You'll notice reactions is a stat that everybody has. The aliens generally have very quick reactions. Oh, jeez! Wow. That was another alien. You notice that we're losing morale. Okay. Did you see that? Did you hear that? That alien did not make a death sound when it went down. That means it's merely unconscious. That's very good, because, in theory at least, you can take out an alien. Once an alien goes unconscious, it can no longer figure out how to pick up its weaponry. And so it'll be basically harmless for the rest of the mission if it gets back up. You notice that fatal wounds is a stat. For every fatal wound you have, you lose 1 health per turn. If the alien has any fatal wounds from that hit, then... Nice shot. That sectoid is probably going to kill another one of my guys. I don't think she has line of sight. Oh, she has line of sight. Or no, John Lindbergh. You can shoot at aliens that you can't see as long as you actually have a proper line of sight. Probably that alien's gonna shoot some of my guys in the next turn. I can try. Oh boy. You'll notice that the environments are in fact destructible. Oh, that's no help. Nice shots, guys. You'd think that we'd be hiring the best of the best. Instead, we're hiring guys that can't even aim a freaking rifle. Did you see that? Oh, man! You hit the sectoid in the head. Do it again. There you go. Okay, one more down. At the expense of Anil's entire turn. Now we have to... There we go. That's our guy. Now we can get one more snapshot off. Okay, that didn't help. Well, I guess technically it did help because it opened up those walls, which allow for more lines of sight. Another one down. Beautiful work, guys. Whew, okay. Now, as far as I know, that's everything in the area. So we're just going to spread out a little bit. this stage of the game, the enemies should not have alien grenades. But if they do, they can take out a whole group of people in like a big old radius with one. Okay. Bit by bit. You notice that even though you can't hear or can't see the aliens during their turn, you can hear when they open doors and what kinds of doors they're opening. It sounded to me like they were opening doors on their UFO. Probably. So this is a large scout and it has one door. We got one. Can you hit him? That's a hit. Not a kill. Please hit someone. Complete waste of turn. Oh, there's another one over here. Oh, he woke up. Now he's dead. We didn't have any stun rods, so since he got up, there's not much we can do to put him back down other than, like, trap him in a smoky room, which would just take way too long. That's another hit. You can also tell, based on his sprite, that he appears to be using a plasma pistol. The hope is that we will outrange him with our rifles. There we go. Another one down. Now these large scouts can have up to 9 aliens in them, I think. So we're still in pretty rough territory. Proceed cautiously. Avoid standing in front of windows. Leave everybody with a few time units so they can shoot if they get a chance. That's it. They just love to walk back and forth through doors. It's very strange behavior. move up. I don't like this building. We're gonna back off and send a few people over there in a minute or two. Yeah, stick there, and actually we'll bring these guys over. One over here. You can get a view in from the north side. Send you back over here. And since you're in a secured area, roughly speaking, you can use up all your time. Okay. Check everybody carefully. Oh, you haven't moved yet. Let's do that. They really love just going through those doors over and over again. It's very strange AI behavior. Okay, only a couple more steps over this way. One more. There we go. That area is clear of aliens. You'll get over there, and you'll start making your way over that way. This is where things gradually get tense. That could be a bad move, but probably it's okay. We haven't gotten... If there were still aliens left in here, they would probably be attacking us already. You stay there in case aliens show up. Sometimes you can kind of scare them out. Sometimes you send the rookie in. I'm having her look this way in case an alien comes out of this area. We gotta scout the whole outside area before we... move in. It doesn't look like there's anything over here. Which is nice. think there's going to be anything in here. But it was worth checking.
Shoot him! Shoot him more!
Okay, so on Genius, apparently the sectoids can take a freaking cannon shot. Okay. Now he's gonna hang back. Timu will move up. If it's supposed to be... It's not. Oh boy. Line of sight is a little funky in this game. Yeah, Pavel should have been shooting those people. The trick is to cover the entrance from multiple directions. Also, I think the aliens can see out through the walls, but you can't see in. Later on, we'll have motion detectors. This clears the area outside the UFO. We now know that the entire enemy force... Or no, not quite. It's these guys. I forgot about them. Up one. Look around. It's a start. Move everybody to the staircase. Jeez! Wow. Took out 2 of our guys. And there's still more of them. Alright, reload. Dang. That sucked. But that's what happens sometimes. You just get... Especially before you get decent armor. Those plasma weapons just basically take people out. Nothing you can do about it. You'll see that our characters have, you know, around 40 hit points in general. Well, plasma weapons deal like 60 damage, something like that. Okay, this house is clear. These guys can head over here to help support this area. Dang! They're so freaking accurate. But they can't look in 2 directions at once. You're kidding me, right? Okay. It's clear what this means, though. The enemies are just a lot more tanky on this level of difficulty. 8 killed, 8 corpses recovered, 16 artifacts, 4 operatives killed. 1 UFO power source, 2 navigation, 35 alloys, 50 Illyrium 115. Good stuff. 4 down. That sucks. But not much we can do about it. You know, we should just have a full complement of 14 soldiers in the dang Sky Ranger. There's no reason not to. Oh, and we can now sell some extra goof. Sectoid corpses, a couple of mine probes. We'll keep the Illyrium. Still only 1 heavy plasma, but that suits me just fine. Technically, you can sell things before they, quote-unquote, reach home, but just for realism's sake, I'll refrain from doing that here. Maybe. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Alright. Soldiers at XCOM Asia. Fortunately, if you don't have any Sky Rangers to load up, you can just have the soldiers be there, and if they get attacked, they'll automatically get ready and equipped. You don't need to put them on call or whatever. And we are crunching through this freaking month with almost no UFOs. Here's some more people at XCOM USA. Oof. And now we're going to sort by rank. What this will do is it will put the sergeants and the captains in the back of the Sky Ranger so they're less vulnerable. Which is very good to do. Because the higher the rank of the soldier lost, the more morale the other soldiers lose. And the more morale the aliens gain. "22 days in. Let's get some more scientists. So one of the things about this game is that the science team is really important in the early and mid-game, but you can basically fire them all at the late game. It's a little different from the remake, where they tried to balance things out a little bit differently so that scientists and engineers maintain their usefulness throughout the game. Plus, you don't have to pay for them in the remake in the same way that you do in this one. Medikits complete. Well, I'm happy with that. Make a few more. And we can ship those to Asia. But now, we need to increase our equipment a little bit too. Or are we full? No way. Oh, I'm out of rifle clips. That's the problem. Holy cow. Yes, you do need to remember to buy rifle clips. I don't know. That should be enough. Get some pistol clips. Get a couple of each of those. There's the incendiary stuff too, which I guess we could try out maybe. Now that we have the space for it. That'll all be here in 24 hours. More scientists, more research. Keep building that science team. Hangar completed XCOM Asia. Still no armor. What I am going to do is I'm going to buy some stun rods. 5 is probably enough. So, it's nearing the end of the month, and usually the aliens will try to terrorize one city per month. If we're lucky, they'll pick something within our radar range. If we're really lucky, they'll start the terror at dawn. If we're unlucky, they'll start it in the middle of the night, and we won't be able to do much with it. Yep, there they are. Center on site, and they do it right at nightfall. You saved. Korun Extreme 1. Well, we're going to finish out the stream this way. Because we are going to fail this mission. It is pretty dang likely that we will either not make it there in time, or we will just fail. We will get there and we will get our butts handed to us. We'll see. So, what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to tell him to patrol. Since we just saved, I'm going to see if I can get us some daylight to fight there. Nope. You see that? How it goes out? It lasts less than 24 hours. And so, you know... you really basically have to head straight there in your Sky Ranger if it's far enough away, and hope for the best. Oh, we don't have any electro flares either. We're gonna get our heads handed to us. Night battle. Immediately dead. Let the aliens use up their time units. We got freaking Reapers. Oops, wrong button. Ooh boy. There's our buddy. probably can't shoot him from here. And even if we could, the rifles wouldn't freaking do anything. Oh. Floaters. Oh, there's our buddy. He's close enough that we might be able to take him out with a bunch of concentrated fire. They're really well armored. Who has the freaking autocannon? You do. Cool. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, unconscious but not dead. Shot him in the back. He's still up, though. Okay, one floater down. And there's another one. Oh, that was a bad move. Why did I do that? Son of a gun. Just a wild shot that didn't do anything useful. These guys. Beautiful shots. Oh my god, so many of these things. They're melee only, but they have a ton of time units, and melee is... Melee is a little broken. All we can do is shoot him in the butt. Yeah, look at how tanky these things are. It's the difficulty level. They're super tanky. Unconscious but not dead. Nice shot. None of them can even move out of the way. Okay, one more down there. For the love of God, please someone hit something. And that's our turn. Maybe. I guess I can do this. That might help a little. Jeez. I don't know, are we gonna friendly fire with doing this? I guess not. Their accuracy does get quite better quite quickly as they rank up. Jeez, though. I don't know what he's doing, but okay. Okay, that worked somehow. Another one down. Floaters can float. Nice shot. There we go. Better than nothing. They really did tank out all the aliens really, really ridiculously. Are you kidding me? Dude, you gotta hit him. Thank you. The only saving grace that we have is that... Aim shots are good when there's a civilian nearby. But they basically take a whole turn. You lose extra points if you shoot the Jesus. There's that guy. You've still got time units. Oh. Unconscious, but not dead. I'll take it. Oof, so close. Okay, that's our turn. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'll take that. Bit by bit. Aim shot. You're kidding me, right? Okay, grab a grenade. It's grenade time. You can drop magazines. Put in a fully loaded one. Tactical reloads are possible. Nope. Yeah, this is gonna go really poorly. I don't know if I can... Might work. Dude, what are you... What? Did you see that? He just fell like a stone. They're not supposed to do that. Dang it. Can I hit him? Don't friendly fire, dude. Please don't friendly fire. Oh, perfect. Beautiful move. Another one down. Okay, there's not many aliens left. Because we're seeing the people move around first. Or pretty quickly. So hopefully, there's no more surprises. Send people in small... Wow, he used up his time units real quick. Person that can possibly help. Yeah, there's gotta be just like one alien left or something like that. Always worrisome. They're just... Oh, there he is. I see him. Got him. Oh, there's still more. That's worrisome. Oh boy. We gotta watch out for these guys because they might get back up. You hear that? It was a door. But it was like a UFO door. Generally, you can't. Generally, the UFO is not available to. Where is that sound coming from? You got eyes on him? Hitting a kill. Woo! Okay, so I didn't build an alien containment facility. But we actually got a positive rating. We lost 5 operatives, we lost 4 civilians, we saved 4 civilians. 9 killed, 13 corpses. Pretty good. Lost 5 rookies. That sucks. We can sell the extra goodies. Reaper corpses. Floater corpses. Oh, they did have some grenades. Spooky. Still no heavy plasma ammo. Interesting. Well, that was surprisingly feasible. Definitely the enemies are a lot tankier than they normally would be, but we'll finish out the month and then we'll call it a stream. Actually, no, graphs. You can actually measure UFO activity in various areas. Central Asia is pretty big. So right now, aside from North America and Central Asia, Europe is the next largest. So if we started a new base, we're going to want to put it there. But you can measure all kinds of cool stuff. China, India. Well, that's the, yeah. You can measure your own activity in areas. I don't know what the numbers mean, but it's kind of nice. You can measure income from various countries on a per month basis. There we go. Score is actually counted as a thing. Those charts aren't super helpful, but they can be a little nice to look at sometimes if you want to figure out where to put your next base. As we saw, there's a decent amount of activity in Europe, so if we put up a new base, we'd want to put it in Europe. But that will have to be for another stream, because I want to just show off the end of the month report, assuming there's no more UFOs. I wonder if the harder difficulty makes it harder to see UFOs as well. There's our new people. Put them all in the boat. Sort by rank, and good to go. There we go. USA is pleased. Increased funding. India is unhappy, even though we took out the... Even though we had a positive result with the, whatchamacallit, the terror site, it still has a negative effect on their opinion of us. Overall, plus $126,000 per month, which is not bad for first month on hard difficulty. So, we can transfer those 4 medikits over to Asia. It actually costs money to transport things. Not much, you know, but it makes these last 3 digits of your funding actually mean something. If we set this base up so that we just barely... Like, we can set it up here. And it'll catch all of the... It's $1 million. Build the usual facilities. And that's kind of how it goes. So yeah, this is a really fun game. It's super cheap over on like GOG or whatever. And this OpenXCom thing is nice. It's got some extra settings and some quality of life improvements. No more playing around with DOSBox. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll save it up. And we'll call it here. Yeah, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. We'll be running some MechWarrior 5 on Friday, Ogre Battle on Monday, and next Wednesday, well, we'll be doing something else random. I have an idea, and it's kind of inspired by this, but I thought it would maybe be interesting to go through this and Xenonauts, and there's also, like, there was a spiritual successor to this game that came out maybe 20 years ago, like Alien Aftermath or something like that. Might be cool to look at that too. It has real-time pause anywhere tactical combat instead of the turn-based stuff here, which has its ups and downs. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. This has been XCOM UFO Defense via OpenXCom, and yeah, I'll see you later.